The Los Angeles Lakers, winners of 4 straight away from home, made a stop in Minnesota on Wednesday. Kevin Garnett was waiting with 33 points and 15 rebounds in this night, but Shaq got his points, Shaquille O'Neal 26, but LA still trailed by a dozen in the opening half. Garnett here breaks up the Laker alley-oop. Chauncey Billups pushes it. Look at the circus layup at the other end. T-Wolves up by 13 at the break. Lakers did cut it to 3 down the stretch, but it was too much Billups on this night. 7 threes, tying a team record. 30 points. LA headed home, sporting a rare road loss. Coming in, great passing here from the big men in the opening half. Tim Duncan to David Robinson. Robinson with a big throwdown. A little later, alley-oop. Duncan to Robinson. Spurs had the lead, 44-35 at halftime. Bit interesting here in the third. Raleigh Zerbiak is kicked in the face by Bruce Bowen. That seemed to rally and wake up Zerbiak. Watch him here in the closing seconds of the third period. Mark Jackson finds Zerbiak for the jumper. He nails it. Wally led Minnesota with 21 points. Would it be enough? The aforementioned Bowen swings it to Steve Smith. He buries the triple for the visitors. Next possession, Tony Parker, the rookie, throws it up and in. Spurs indeed got the revenge away from home. The dip in Toronto on Friday. When you go to Toronto, you meet Vince Carter. That, my friends, the beginning of a 4-point play. Off the fast break, Damon Stoudemire no looks to Scottie Pippen for the layup. Blazers off and running, up by 7. Stoudemire, fourth quarter with the fake. Leans in here for the 3-point play. Blazers up their lead to 8. Rasheed Wallace finds a wide-open Derek Anderson for 3. Blazers now in control. Their lead up to double digits. 13 points. Wallace recorded his 3rd consecutive double-double. 20 points, 10 rebounds. Blazers win. In fact, here are all of Friday's NBA winners and losers.
Games in the Atlantic. We're the better team on Friday night, and they can thank their superstar point guard. Iverson buried 4 3-pointers. His assortment of creative moves all added up to a 43-point performance. One thing you always get from Mr. Iverson is all-out hustle, even on the defensive end. For one night, his team was better than Jersey. Number 3 does a number on the Nets to score the world sport play of the day. The refs said the foot was on the line, so a 94-94 tie. The Bucks had plenty of time to set up the final play. Ray Allen driving, finding Glenn Robinson. Big Dog got a good look at it there in the lane, but we are headed to overtime in the extra session. Damon Stoudemire scored 6 of his 24. Wide open 3 there, 99-98 for Portland. George Karl's team gave up a big offensive rebound on the Blazers' next possession. Off a Stoudemire miss, it's Ruben Patterson cleaning up inside. But back comes Milwaukee. Allen penetrates again. Sam Cassell left wide open. Behind the arc, it's good, plus he was fouled. A 2-point Bucks lead, timeout for Portland. They will inbound the ball to Stoudemire. Watch him fake out Cassell. Swishes it with just 0.2 of a second remaining. The Blazers have now won a season-high 9 straight.
For the Mavericks, and he led them with 30 points, 7 of those in the overtime period. And former Denver guard Nick Van Exel, who was booed every time he touched the ball, added 20. Meanwhile, former Mavs forward Ewan Howard led the scoring with 30 points and 10 rebounds. He made some crucial shots late in the game to keep Denver in touch, but it was a different matter in the overtime period. Finley, as you can see, was unstoppable, and Dallas held out for a great 6-point win.
If the team would win 8 straight, so he did just that as he announced the starting lineup. Scottie Pippen getting in trouble here. Gets a technical, and that tech would fire him up. Third quarter, Damon Stoudemire blocks the Mike Bibby attempt. Back come the Blazers. Bring it down the floor, and Pip spots and drops the 3-pointer. With the Blazers up 6, Chris Webber loses the basketball right there. Blazers push it up. Pippen drops it to Stoudemire for the jumper, and he's got that off the bank. Blazers up 8, and Dan Aykroyd was in the house. The ensuing Kings inbounds. Pippen steals the ball and drains the 3-pointer. Pippen, instrumental in Portland winning another game, their 10th straight. 76ers had a 3-game winning streak as they hosted Boston. Allen Iverson with an air ball, not doing well at all. Had 43 the other night, but he's struggling from long range and from short range as well. Celtics playing well on the road. Kenny Anderson, the pass to Paul Pierce, who hits the shot. And then Allen Iverson leading the break, trying to get the 76ers in it. Nice pass to Matt Harpring, who scores, but the Celtics would eventually find an unlikely hero in this game as the 76ers try to stay in it. Eric Snow dropping the jumper. Check out Walter McCarty. Down low, gets the 2. Got a little fouled as well, no call. And then Paul Pierce misses, but McCarty is there again with the rebound and the putback. And Boston is snapping the 76ers winning streak with a big win on the road, a win by 6. And here are the night's other results from the NBA. The Utah
First Union Center. They displayed few signs of a team lacking in confidence, even though they were carrying a run of 8 defeats into the game. Despite the truly appalling statistic of 22 of his 30 shots off target, Allen Iverson was his usual lively self and led the Sixers with 28 points, making key baskets at opportune moments. At the other end of the floor, Paul Pierce also finished with 28, and the other half of the Celtics frontcourt tandem, Antoine Walker, weighed in with 17. Philadelphia enjoyed a 20 points to 3 run in the third quarter when they erased a 9-point deficit and took their first lead since the early stages of the game. But the Celtics were more aggressive on the boards. They out-rebounded Philly 47 to 35 and converted second-chance baskets down the stretch. Walter McCarty's putback with 1:50 left put the game beyond the Sixers' reach. The final score: Boston 100, Philadelphia 94. Phil Sheehan, BBC News.
On Tuesday, as a Toronto Raptor and Rockets fans showed their appreciation, the 39-year-old played 25 minutes, scored 7 points. Not a big factor. Vince Carter was. He had a season-high 43, but would it be enough? The Rockets make it a game in the second half. Steve Francis with the steal. In transition to Cuttino Mobley for the slam. Rockets starting to run away, then more of Mobley. This time to Walt Williams for the 3. Rockets win big. Toronto's dropped 12 in a row. The New Jersey Nets and Los Angeles Lakers mixed it up in L.A. Nets off to the early start. Kerry Kittles with the easy hoop, thanks to Jason Kidd. Lakers go the other way. Shaquille O'Neal with the monster dunk. L.A. out in front. More from O'Neal. Spinning baseline over Aaron Williams. He gets the nice bounce. And in. 40 points, 12 rebounds for O'Neal. No Kobe, no problem. Lakers win their second straight without the
selected in the second round of the NBA draft, thus becoming the first Finnish player to make it to basketball's top league.
Well, it's an accomplishment.
3 frontline positions for the Hawks this season and has been in the starting lineup. He's working on becoming more consistent.
I think you bring it up every night, and that's the only way I can.
NBA action. Jason Kidd returned to Phoenix for the first time since being traded from the Suns to New Jersey. Doing what he does best here. Great pass to Jefferson. The Nets were up 10. Fourth quarter, Marbury brings the Suns back. Stefan pulls up and nails the jumper, and we're tied at 84. 4.7 seconds remaining. Suns up 2. Marley on the line, and guess what? He misses both free throws. This is the second one. So the Suns still up 2. Nets have a last chance then on the final shot. Keith Van Horn is also fouled here, so he goes to the line. The pressure is on Van Horn. He misses the first right here, so we know he has to miss the second one to have a chance of maybe getting a field goal. But time expires. That shot did not count, and Phoenix wins by 2. Now, every year the NBA is becoming...
Put their defeat at the hands of New York behind them by beating the other LA team, the Clippers, by 92 points to 86. But it wasn't a simple walkover. There were plenty of lead changes as the teams were virtually neck and neck throughout. But led by Glenn Robinson, who became the Bucks' all-time leading scorer with his 22 points here, Milwaukee held on for their 35th win of the season to pull ever closer to Detroit, who were second in the Eastern Conference.
Chances here to either tie or take the lead. Almost everybody getting in the act, but that round ball will not go into the cylinder, and Detroit will get the rebound and then set up a final shot. The hero of this game will be super sub John Barry. Left free in the corner, up and in at the buzzer. Everybody go home. The Pistons are 3-point winners on the road. We pick up action late in Seattle where the Sonics trail Charlotte by 2. Gary Payton with the ball. Is he the hero with the 3? No. But Desmond Mason up and in. How in the world did he do that? Watch again as he timed the leap perfectly and slammed the ball right through the hole. And we go to overtime. Tied at 87 in OT. Shammond Williams with the floater. It goes. Sonics up. 9 seconds left in OT. Hornets with a chance. Actually a couple. David Wesley coming around the curl on the pick. The 3 is too strong. They tip it out there to Jamal Mashburn, and it's over. The Sonics at home win it by 3. Reggie Miller returned from his 2-game fighting suspension. He and the Pacers in a tough one at Memphis. Eddie Gill pushing, stopping, and popping. That ends the first quarter. Grizzly up 4. And how about the Spaniard? Maybe he's going to be the Rookie of the Year, Paul Gasol. Oh, did he have a monster game. 23 points, 15 rebounds, 7 blocks. Now the Grizz throw the long inbound. Rodney Buford with a finger roll, and that ends the half. They're up big by 12. Pacers will come back, though, with Austin Crozier. Left free for 3. He's got it, and that tied the game. But the big star of this one was Jason Williams, the point guard. 33 points. And the Grizz win 122-111. We had burdenless Wizards. An offensive outburst from Orlando next.